What's up, guys? Zenari here, and today we're going to be doing a deck profile for Coral. So, it's been a couple of days after Twinkle Melody, and I'm going to be doing deck profiles for all of the possible decks you can make from Twinkle Melody. So, I'm going to be doing a past VRs from Crystal Melody first, and then I'm going to be doing the new decks. So stay tuned for that, and let's just get started. So I'm going to go through all of the cards, and then I'm going to explain the winning image and my final thoughts about the deck. So the first card we're going to be talking about is Aurora Star Coral. So it's just two abilities. Vanguard, continuous Vanguard Circle. If you soul blast a total of 2 or more this turn, the original critical of all your units with Coral in their card name becomes 2. And act Vanguard Circle once a turn, cost Counter Blast 1 and Soul Blast 2. And return a normal unit from each your RC and drop zone to your hand. If you return a card with Coral in its card name, this unit gets 15,000 power to the end of the turn. And then the support grade 3 is Glaring Mood Maria. It only has two effects. Auto, Vanguard Circle, 1 place, Camros 1, search deck up to 1 Aurora Star Coral, reveal it and put it to your hand, shuffle deck. A continuous Vanguard Circle. During the battle your Aurora Star Coral attacked, your opponent can only call grade 0 cards from hand. And then to the grade 2s, we have 4 Bear Affection Raheel, 2 effects. Auto, Vanguard Circle, 1 place, Camros 1 is Soul Charge 3. If you Soul Charge a card with Coral in its card name, draw a card. Then act once a turn. If you have a Vanguard with Coral in its card name, cost Soul Blast 2, Counter Charge 1, and choose all your rear guards and they get boosted to the end of the turn. If we play 3 Cocoa Heart of Lizelot, continuous hand, it can be called as a grade 1. And second ability, Auto, Vanguard and Rearguard, 1 place, look at the top card of your deck and call it to RC or put it into your soul. This ability may be used by a card with the same card name once a turn. Then we have 4 Shiny Star Coral, Auto, Vanguard Rearguard, 1 place, Soul Charge 1. If you have Vanguard with Coral's card name, Soul Charge 1. And then act RC once a turn. Cost Soul Blast 2. This unit gets 10 power to the end of the turn. You have Vanguard with Coral's card name. This unit gets power plus 5,000 to the end of the turn. Then we play 4 Top Auto Aqua. 2 effects. Continuous Vanguard Rearguard. During turn, if you have another unit in the same column as this unit gets power plus 5,000. And Auto Vanguard Rearguard, 1 place, return up to 1 of your normal units on RC to your hand. If you return a card, draw a card, and discard a card from your hand. This ability may be used by a card with the same card name once a turn. Now on to the grade 1s, we play 4 Dirt Squirt Archie. So, 1 effect, Auto, Vanguard, Rearguard, 1 place, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal to 1 card with Coral in its card name from unknown, put it to your hand, shuffle your deck. If you put a card into your hand, put a card from your hand into Soul. If you play 4 Fresh Star Coral, 1 place, you have a card with Coral as card name, draw a card, and if you have a card with Coral and its card name in your Soul, draw a card and put a card from your hand into your Soul. And Auto, Rearguard Circle, 1 place, Soul Charge 1. If you have a Vanguard with Coral in its card name, Soul Charge 1, and this unit gets 5,000 power to the end of the turn. Then last grade 1, we put the 3 of his Mirror Idol Sender. Continuous Vanguard Rearguard during your turn. If you have another unit in the same column as this unit gets 5,000 power. Then Auto Vanguard Rearguard, 1 placed from hand. Look at the top 5. You look at the top 5 cards from your deck, reveal to 1 grade 3 from among them, and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck, and if you put a card into your hand, discard a card. And for the grade 0s, of course, we have Angelic Star Coral as a starter. Then we play 12 criticals with the last 4 criticals being the Crit Sentinel from Twinkle Melody, it would play 4 heals. So, the winning image of the deck is to have Coral on your main Vanguard circle with either Shiny Star Coral or Aurora Star Coral on your rear guard circles, with supporting grade 3, making it so your opponent can only guard with grade 0s for your main grade 3 Coral, and with having a critical of 2 and high power, you lock your opponent out of having enough hand to defend. With the combination of you having a very strong early game from Shiny Star Coral, Lieselot, and Aqua, is supporting cards such as Archie to filter your hand to get the corals that you need, Fresh Star to be able to get power and to be able to soul charge, Ascendant to be able to find your winning pieces, and having a 13k body. So, the supporting cards in this deck, Raheel is the main engine that allows all of this to happen. She allows you to get counter charge for Coral. She can fulfill half of the cost for Coral's critical effect. She's able to give you cards in hand in advantage, either from allowing your grade 2s and grade 3s to have boosts, so you won't have to commit grade 1s to save in hand. And she allows you to draw a card, since her on place effect, you have 12 corals in your deck, and if you soul charge 1 coral possibly, you get to draw a card, so she replaces herself. Again, Lieselot can be a very important early game piece, since if you're on grade 1, Lieselot can potentially call Shiny Star Coral, Aqua, or Senna, or another Fresh Star Coral to you to be able to facilitate to your rush strategy. What this deck mainly aims for is to rush turn 1 and turn 2, even on turn 3, to overwhelm your opponent before they have the chance to play. Mainly because Shiny Star Coral is a 35k beater if you have a Coral Vanguard, a 25k beater if you have a Coral Vanguard, and with a boost of 10k either from Raheel's skill, with like a booster like Lieselot, it is 35. And from Aqua, it is essentially 40. So that's really high numbers. And since it will have a critical of 2, and you restrict your opponent's hand to only guard with certain cards, with the fact you play 12 critical triggers, it makes it very hard for your opponent to guard them efficiently early game, since a lot of cards in the early game are important. So, the main weaknesses of this deck is that it cannot really last longer than turn 4. Since the hand size is so low, you should really go for a rushing strategy for this deck, to just toss your hand down and go aggro, rather than trying to conserve pieces. A lot of decks can like gain advantage once they're on grade 3, and it's your job to try to slow them down so they won't have that much pieces on their grade 3 turn. And if you do have a decent hand and your damage isn't too high from their grade 3 ride, you're able to clap back with Aurora Star Coral and all of these supporting units with criticals to be able to win the game. So now for there is one card I would recommend. If you don't want to play Lieselot, you can always play there's a supporting grade 2. I don't remember the name on the top of my head, but there is a supporting grade 2 that is like on place. If you have a Coral Vanguard, you counterblast 1, and then to the end of turn, your opponent will have to guard with 2 more cards from hand. So with that grade 2, on the Aurora Star Coral turn, if you get everything like Raheel, the supporting grade 3, which you should be able to because you have Senna and Aqua can reuse Senna. You can discard any card. Coral can get it from the drop zone, or bounce Senna back to search for it, and you should naturally draw it, or Soul Blast it for the cost and put it to your hand. It can be a very devastating turn where your opponent can only guard with grade zeros for Coral, but they have to guard with 2 or more. In your other columns, like with Shiny Star Coral or Aqua, they will have to guard with 2 or more with 2 critical on your Corals. So, as well as if you have multiple grade 3 Corals, which you would probably want, this affects all of your Aurora Star Coral. So it will have that effect to your grade 3s as well. So I added Leaves a Lot for the early game factor, since that card is sort of dependent if you have the right pieces. Well, Leaves a Lot, you don't really need it. You could just call her. If you get any one of these cards routed to a trigger, it's good because you're adding another body to the field and you're just pressuring to rush your opponent. So Coral is a rush deck in that aspect, that you want to just toss your hand, go in, and if you do possibly win, you do win. So with that being said, that is the deck profile for Coral. I will be doing the other cards from Twinkle Melody, for Crystal Melody, my bad, and show you the updated decks, the winning image for those decks, and then after that I'll be doing the Twinkle Melody decks, which is quite a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I am Zenarion, and I'm signing off.